Hello guys, how you all doing today? It's me, it's Moneyminter75. I'm back for another video. I bet you're all happy to hear that, So guys, as I said in the intro there, I'm back for another video. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded. If it's okay with yourselves, I kind of want to explain why that is. As I said to a chap at the game yesterday, despite the fact, I love doing everything on YouTube. I love doing the videos and everything like that. I love getting to meet people when it comes to the games and everything like that. Sadly, with me starting work in the NHS, I can never guarantee me getting to games. And I didn't feel doing the vlogs, obviously I couldn't do vlogs when I wasn't at the games. But then on top of that, just at the time I was kind of falling out of love with YouTube, and then I was falling out of love with the club as well. I've obviously stayed away for all the kind of hardships that Hibs have had probably for the start of this season, and then obviously kind of gone on to the more positive side of things now. I've stayed away from it just because it was one of the ones where I felt I was never going to be right. I was never going to be right. I was never going to be, I don't know how else to describe it really. I think the fan base turned quite toxic at one point in time. When we had Monty in charge, and then obviously when it was Lee Johnson before him, and then it started to kind of go that way with David Gray as well, where the club was, to me, was quite toxic, and I really wanted to stay away from it. Now obviously it's a wee bit more positive, and a wee bit more positive now. We've had a couple of things to cheer about recently, so kind of that. I'm not saying that's why I want to step in and do things because things are positive now, but I just wanted to try and do things because, as I say, I was talking to a chap at the game yesterday, and he said to me that he really missed the videos. So it's kind of let the fire back up in me again to start doing the videos again. So that's what I'm going to try and do, even if it's doing something like this and just doing a reaction video, if I obviously can get to the game, or if if I'm working that day and I don't get a chance to see the game full stop, just kind of do a reaction after seeing highlights and whatnot, and just kind of going through there and just keep the channel ticking over again. So that's my plans anyway for the next wee while, but we'll see how it goes, eh? But anyway, so we've turned a corner. I think that's fair to say. 5 wins in our last 6 games, 4 wins on the spin, and a derby win to boot. I think it's fair to say that we've turned a corner. I don't know how that's kind of happened, to be honest. I know the changing system has helped us big time. But listen, I think it's fair to say that at one point in time it was not working well for David Gray. I think that's very fair to say. It wasn't working well for him. It wasn't going to a point where you thought things were going to get any better. We were really hitting bad form. We were poor. We were really poor. We were conceding goals right, left and centre. You kind of felt as though even though you were ahead in the game that you were going to get pegged back. And that kind of theme stuck for a good wee while. And to a point where obviously we were bottom of the league. We were rock bottom. And now, as I say, we seem to have found a system that works. I don't know whether or not the players have just, when we they got each other by the scruff of the neck and said that we need to start playing. Again, I don't know. There seems to be a real togetherness in this group now, which is amazing because it wasn't there before. I think the fan engagement is back. I know a lot of fans were feeling quite disconnected with the club, myself included. We were feeling quite disconnected with them and sort of disengaged with the whole thing. From top to bottom, the club just wasn't great. I'm going to get on a more boardroom level in a minute or two, but I'm going to focus on the positives first. As I say, we seem to have found a system now that is working for Hibs, and it's working for David Gray more importantly. Going on yesterday's game, was the football great yesterday? No. Were the conditions difficult? Very much so. Did we grind out the result? Abso-fucking-lutely. We ground out that result yesterday, and David Gray said it in his press after the game. That's the kind of game that at the start of the season we'd have drew or we'd have lost. The players yesterday, bodies on the line, It was fantastic. It was the same against Hearts. Bodies on the line. Every tackle was celebrated like it was a goal. Every block. Honestly, it was fantastic. You know, I said to one of the fellas that I sit beside at Easter Road yesterday, you know, I was really happy for Rocky, because he seems to have turned a corner. Really happy for him, you know, how many guys score an own goal at Tynecastle and by full time the crowd singing his name, you know what I mean? It just goes to show how well he played and has been playing recently. But as I say, the whole team at this minute in time just seem to be doing really well. The goalkeeper to striker, you know, we seem to be hitting that nice wee bit form now. We're hitting a wee bit of a purple patch, which is really brilliant. As I say, going on the yesterday, it wasn't a great game of football yesterday, but we got our noses in front, and we never looked like conceding. We never looked like it, which again, going on by what I know for the start of the season, that just wasn't going to happen. You know, as I say, we really ground out that result yesterday, and fair play to the players and fair play to David Gray for that. You know, absolutely. Going on, obviously, past matches there. I know I should have done something for the derby, but as I say, I never thought about it, to be honest. But I mean, going on with the derby as well. I don't know if I can just speak for myself or, you know, anybody here, but I never felt in danger when we were playing Hearts. Yes, obviously Hearts scored, and it was a freak goal that they scored with. But if they hadn't scored that freak goal, I didn't think Hearts were scoring. Hearts probably could have still been playing now and no scored against us. That's how good we were. And then obviously going on their discrepancies recently, obviously yesterday as well. Wink, wink. If you know what you know. But no, listen. I didn't want to get too far ahead of myself, because that is typical Hibs and a lot of ways. It's typical supporters as well, as the fact that we get our hopes up, we start believing again, and then we get let down. So I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. At this moment in time, we're riding the wave, and it's fab. It's brilliant. You know, we're just going to have to keep going, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can carry this on to St Johnstone away. St Johnstone aren't a great side at the minute, but then in saying that, St Johnstone have never been a great side, but then we've always managed to struggle against them. So hopefully we can go into that game fully confident, and going into 2025 with even more confidence, and just keep going further and further up the league. At this moment in time, who knows what's in store for the second half of the season? Nobody really knows, but we'll have to wait and see. But knowing Hibs, it probably will be the emotional roller coaster that we know that it can be. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video there, because I think I've done enough rambling for the day. Please, at the end of the day, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. See, I'm rusty. I've not done this for a long time. As I say, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out when you do that. But that being said, guys, just enjoy yourselves. Obviously, it's Hugman Day tomorrow. If you're going out, enjoy. It's Hugman Day tomorrow, isn't it? Hugman Day tomorrow. If you're going out, enjoy yourself. Stay safe. Enjoy your new year. I sadly will be working, so, you know, feel sorry for me. But as I say, enjoy Hugman Day and enjoy New Year. And I'll see you at Easter Road for the game against Rangers. Take care.